Next, guys, play the victim. Now, this is a little reverse psychology. And what I mean by play the victim, guys, a woman would do some shit and then turn around and act like you did it. For instance, she'll give you the silent treatment, right? And over the past month or two, you've been doing everything you possibly can to reconcile shit. She'll turn around in a month or two and say, we don't communicate no more. Bitch, are you out your fucking mind? Are you fucking kidding me? We don't communicate no more? I've been around here trying to communicate with you for the last 2 months. You've been walking around here acting like something wrong with your ass. And now she's finna act like it's been you with the lack of communication. Although you have tried to communicate. That is reverse psychology 101, guys, to act like you were the one withholding communication. When she been walking her ass around here giving you the silent treatment. So beware of that one, guys. Don't let a woman reverse the shit on you and act like you was the one causing the problem when you were the one trying to solve the problem. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is one of my favorites right here. Say you're demanding. I think every man on here has been called demanding before. Demanding. What's demanding? If you ask your girl to rub your back, she will say you're demanding. So what's the purpose of saying you're demanding? Well, it's quite simple, guys. It's to prevent you from asking her to do anything. If you ask your girl, hey, do you mind stopping to pick up my clothes from the cleaners? If you do a little simple stuff like that long enough, little simple stuff, you're not asking her to paint your fucking house. You're not asking her to repair your roof. Can you just stop by the cleaners on your way home and get my clothes from the cleaners? Is that too much to ask? But when you get with a lazy bitch that don't want to do anything, she will classify you as demanding. And what does that do? It's simple. It prevents you from wanting to ask her to do anything else. That's why that's gaslighting at its finest. You could be in the kitchen, finna eat your food, and she hit you with this demanding shit. You'll be too scared to ask her to pass you a fucking fork. She could be right there by the forks. Rather than you ask her to, hey babe, would you mind handing me a fork? You'll just get up yourself and go over there and get it yourself. She done got in your head that bad with that demanding shit. For a lot of you guys don't understand what that demand. Now, some guys can be demanding, but I'm talking about for my guys that are reasonable and are not demanding. So most of you guys are not demanding. The lazy bitch just don't want to do shit. So she gonna call you demanding. Even if you could have been with this girl 6 months and quite frankly only asked her to do something for you once or twice, and she'll say you demanding. Just to prevent you from asking her to do any fucking thing else. Okay, guys? It's sort of like the girl that give you bad head. Not that she don't know how to give head. She just don't want you to ask her no more. That's why she gives bad head. Okay, guys? Say you're controlling. Oh, man. These are the famous words of any bitch that wants to creep and be sneaky and all this other bullshit. So for any of you guys specifically in relationships, particularly long-term relationships, what'll happen is you could just, let's just hypothetically say you tell your woman to, call you when you get home or something like that. When you dealing with a sneaky bitch or some shit like that, she'll say, oh, you so controlling. This controlling is so you prevents you from trying to keep tabs on her. And let me tell you something. Even if you're a guy that's technically not even trying to keep tabs on a woman, right? The point of it, of her saying that, is so she can be sneaky and creepy. And you so fearful now, her saying you so controlling, that you do the complete opposite. Okay, guys? And so the point of that is she wants you to be anti-controlling. Usually you're going to hear this from sneaky ass women. One way to kill that type of shit there, guys, is like I tell you guys, after you built an attachment, let a woman do all the pursuing. And you never have that problem right there. I used to hear that from women when I used to actually, initiate contact deep into the relationship. Obviously, you got to do it at the beginning, but I'm talking about like 6 months into dating a woman and stuff, or even in a long-term relationship, and you're calling them and stuff like that at odd times and stuff like that. They'll call that controlling. Don't get me wrong. I want to expressly say this. You do have demanding and controlling guys out there, but for my guys that are not and wonder why they would hear this from a woman, that's why. She's gaslighting you. She's getting in your head. She's doing this is a little reverse psychology, guys. This is to make you anti-controlling. So she could do all her little sneaky shit that all women want to do. Next, guys, say, boy, you so silly. Now, you say, well, how's that gaslighting? This is to make you feel insecure. And a lot of these last ones I got on here go to gaslighting for your insecurity. Those first ones was more about trying to control the dynamics in a relationship. And now that I'm moving on to the second half, a lot of these next ones are about creating insecurities in you. So let's say you hypothetically are a naturally funny guy and you say something funny to a woman that you've been dating for a while. And she'll say, boy, you so silly. Boy, you so damn silly. Why couldn't she say, boy, you so funny? Why you can say that? Why silly? What is silly? What does silly has a connotation with? It's associated with immaturity. This will cause a lot of people to have an insecurity as for a lot of men to have an insecurity as far as maturity, their maturity level. Don't think that that's a coincidence. Why couldn't she say you so funny? Well, that's propping you up. Saying, boy, you so funny. Well, that actually makes you feel good that you could make your girl laugh. Silly is associated with immaturity, as in saying, boy, you're so immature. And for a lot of guys, that can cause an insecurity towards your maturity level. That is not a fucking coincidence. She is gaslighting you. And what happens when a woman says you're so silly? I tell you what I used to do. I would instantly try to get back mature. All right. I don't joke with women like that no more. So I don't hear that shit no more. But like I told you guys, back in the day, I used to try to be that comedian with women. And I would hear that a fucking lot of times. And every time it felt like every woman was taking a dig at me because I never liked it. I never liked it a woman to tell me, boy, you so silly. Why not just say, boy, you so funny? Well, actually, that would make me feel good. But you're not trying to make me feel good. You're trying to make me feel insecure. So be wary of that one, guys. If any of you guys are on your masculine frame and shit like that, you shouldn't have to worry about that. I don't hear that shit no more since I mastered masculine frame. I used to hear it all the fucking time in my 20s. All right, when I used to, go by the quote unquote, the way to get a woman is to make her laugh. I heard that same shit y'all guys heard. All right, so I used to be with women and being a fucking comedian and all that other bullshit. And all I ever heard was, boy, you're so silly. Yeah, they would laugh, but it seemed like more like when a woman say, boy, you're so silly, it seemed like she's laughing at you, not with you. It's a big difference.